Hello friends, and welcome back to Dream Room. Have you ever stepped into your backyard, looked at a narrow patio, an empty fence, or a forgotten corner beside the house and thought, this space could feel so much better, but I do not know where to begin? Perhaps you love beautiful homes and gardens, yet you are working with a small area, a careful budget, or only a few free hours on the weekend. Maybe you are someone who saves old jars, keeps leftover wood, repairs furniture instead of replacing it, and always wonders whether a forgotten object could be useful again. If that sounds like you, this video was made with you in mind. You do not need a large garden, expensive furniture, or a professional designer to create an outdoor space that feels warm, personal, and special. Often, the most memorable gardens are built slowly, using natural materials, reused household items, simple plants, and a few thoughtful details placed in exactly the right way. Today, we are going to explore 8 creative garden ideas that can transform almost any outdoor space, from a small balcony or side yard to a family patio or quiet backyard corner. Some ideas will help you save space. Others will show you how to reuse objects you may already own. And several will help your garden look more polished without making it difficult or expensive to maintain. Stay with me, because one of these ideas may completely change the way you see that plain corner outside your home. And before we begin with the first transformation, please subscribe to Dream Room for more practical decorating ideas, clever DIY projects, and simple ways to make every part of your home feel more beautiful. 1. Create a curved garden bed that connects the whole space. The first idea is not about buying decorations. It is about giving the garden a clear shape. Many small outdoor spaces feel unfinished because the lawn, patio, walkway, and flower beds look disconnected. A simple curved garden bed can bring these separate areas together and make the entire yard feel more intentional. The easiest way to begin is with a garden hose, a piece of rope, or even a long extension cord. Lay it on the ground and move it until the curve feels soft and natural. This lets you test the design before digging, so you do not waste time, soil, or plants. For the border, look at what you already have. Leftover bricks, old pavers, roof tiles, reclaimed stones, or pieces of timber can all create a beautiful edge. They do not need to match perfectly. In fact, slightly weathered materials often give a garden more warmth and character. Inside the bed, keep the planting simple. Choose one main feature, such as a small tree, a large pot, a bird bath, or a group of ornamental grasses. Then repeat 2 or 3 dependable flowers around it. Repetition makes a small garden look calmer, fuller, and more professionally designed. This idea is especially useful for viewers working with narrow yards, modest budgets, or spaces that have grown cluttered over time. A single curved bed can guide the eye, soften hard corners, and make the garden feel larger without adding more furniture or decoration. Once the shape is in place, the next step is to add something unexpected, an old household object that can become the most memorable feature in the entire garden. 2. Turn an old bathtub or wash basin into a raised flower garden. The second idea is perfect for anyone who enjoys giving old household items a second life instead of throwing them away. An unused bathtub, metal wash basin, laundry tub, or large container can become a striking raised flower garden with very little effort. Begin by choosing a stable location near a wooden fence, patio, garden path, or entrance where the container can be easily seen. Before adding soil, make sure there are enough drainage holes in the bottom. Good drainage is essential because standing water can damage roots and make the planter difficult to maintain. If the container is very deep, you do not need to fill the entire space with expensive potting mix. Use lightweight organic material in the lower section. Then add good quality soil near the top, where the plants will grow. This simple step reduces cost and makes the planter easier to manage. You can fill the container with tulips, herbs, salad greens, ornamental grasses, or flowers that gently spill over the sides. Choose plants with similar sunlight and watering needs, so the display stays healthy and balanced. A worn surface does not always need to be hidden. Rust, faded paint, and small signs of age can give the piece a warm, rustic character. However, if you prefer a cleaner look, leftover exterior paint can help it match the fence, shed, or house. For people who save useful objects and enjoy practical DIY projects, this kind of planter offers beauty, height, and personality without the cost of a new garden feature. 3. Build a rustic garden arch from branches and reclaimed wood. The third idea is to create a garden entrance that feels warm, natural, and memorable. A rustic arch can make even a small yard feel more inviting because it gives the space a clear beginning and creates the feeling that you are stepping into a special place. You can build the structure from sturdy branches, pruned tree limbs, old fence posts, or reclaimed timber. Before assembling it, check that each piece is strong enough to support climbing plants and remain stable in windy weather. The arch should be firmly secured in the ground so it does not lean or shift over time. Once the frame is complete, choose a climbing plant that suits the available sunlight. Roses, clematis, jasmine, grapevines, beans, and cucumbers can all grow over the structure and gradually soften its appearance. As the plants mature, the arch will become more beautiful each season. To give the entrance more personality, add one carefully chosen decorative object. A second-hand ship's wheel, vintage garden tool, metal hoop, or simple handmade wooden ornament can turn a plain arch into a meaningful focal point. Small solar lanterns or battery-powered jar lights can also be added for a gentle glow in the evening. Keep the decoration simple so the natural materials remain the main feature. For viewers who already have branches, leftover wood, or old garden objects at home, this project can create a charming entrance without the cost of buying a new structure. SAR. Create a comfortable relaxation corner with reused furniture. The fourth idea is to turn an overlooked area beside the house, fence, shed, or large tree into a peaceful place to sit and rest. A comfortable garden corner does not require an expensive matching patio set. In many cases, old furniture can create more charm and personality than something newly purchased. Begin with a bench, armchair, stool, wooden crate, or small table that is still strong enough to use. Clean the piece carefully, repair any loose parts, and apply leftover outdoor paint if the surface needs protection. When several reused items have different styles, one coordinated color can help them feel like part of the same space. For extra comfort, add removable cushions made from durable fabric, old curtains, or washable furniture covers. These can be stored indoors or inside a weatherproof box when the weather changes. A tree stump, cable spool, sturdy crate, or stack of reclaimed bricks can serve as a simple side table for a drink, book, or small flower pot. Position the seating where it receives afternoon shade or faces the most attractive part of the garden. The goal is not to fill the corner with furniture. It is to create a clean, quiet, and welcoming place where you can relax after gardening, talk with family, or enjoy the fresh air. For viewers working with small spaces and careful budgets, thoughtful placement, shade, privacy, and comfort matter far more than the price of the furniture. Repurpose a boat, ladder, drawers, or shelves as a plant display. The fifth idea is to turn an old wooden object into a practical and attractive plant display. A small boat, ladder, drawer unit, or shelving piece can add height, structure, and character to a garden without requiring much ground space. An old wooden boat can become a long planter or a rustic display for pots, flowers, and seasonal decorations. Its shape naturally creates a strong focal point and gives the area a relaxed, lakeside feeling. An unused ladder can be placed against a fence or wall and used to hold herbs, lanterns, and lightweight flower pots on different levels. Discarded dresser drawers can also become individual planting boxes. They work well for lettuce, strawberries, compact flowers, or small seasonal arrangements. If you already have an old shelf, it can help organize containers and keep the patio or garden corner from feeling cluttered. Before placing these objects outdoors, inspect the wood carefully. Repair loose parts, smooth rough edges, and apply outdoor oil or sealant to slow weather damage. This will help the structure remain useful for longer. When arranging the plants, place taller pots toward the back and trailing varieties near the edges. This creates layers and allows every plant to remain visible. This idea is especially useful for balconies, narrow patios, and small side yards. Instead of focusing on what an object was originally made for, consider whether its shape and strength can support a new purpose in the garden. Yuk. Transform a plain fence into a vertical garden. The sixth idea is to stop treating the fence as an empty background and begin using it as valuable growing and decorating space. This is especially helpful for small patios, narrow side yards, balconies, and gardens where there is not enough room for many containers on the ground. Start by adding simple vertical elements such as reclaimed frames, baskets, narrow shelves, lightweight planters, or a basic trellis. These pieces can hold herbs, strawberries, compact flowers, and trailing plants without making the area feel crowded. Old bicycle wheels, metal hoops, wooden shutters, retired garden tools, or weather-resistant picture frames can also be used as decorative features. However, avoid placing too many unrelated objects together. Repeating one material, shape, or accent color will help the fence look organized rather than cluttered. Climbing plants can soften the hard surface and gradually create more privacy. Choose vines that match the available sunlight and the strength of the support. In areas where neighboring views need to be screened, bamboo panels, tall grasses, or climbing greenery can make the space feel calmer and more protected. Make sure every shelf, planter, and decorative object is securely attached, especially in windy locations. Keep heavier containers lower and lighter pieces higher on the fence. By using the vertical surface, you free up valuable ground space while making the garden look fuller, more useful, and more thoughtfully arranged. 7. Combine flowers with edible plants. The seventh idea is to make the garden both beautiful and useful by mixing decorative flowers with herbs, vegetables, and fruiting plants. Instead of separating ornamental areas from productive ones, you can combine them to create a space that looks colorful while also helping reduce grocery expenses. Rosemary can grow beside a bench, strawberries can line a path, basil can be planted among flowers, and cherry tomatoes can climb near a sunny fence. Colorful edible plants such as rainbow Swiss chard, purple basil, peppers, and flowering herbs can add the same visual interest as traditional garden plants. A small tea garden is another practical option. Mint grown in containers, lemon balm, chamomile, and edible flowers can create a fragrant corner that is easy to use and enjoyable to visit. Keeping mint in a pot is important because it can spread quickly if planted directly in the ground. Choose each plant according to the sunlight available in the space. A beautiful plant placed in the wrong conditions will require more care and may not grow well. It is better to select reliable varieties that suit the location and share similar watering needs. To save money, divide established perennials, collect seeds, or exchange cuttings with neighbors. These simple habits allow the garden to grow gradually without requiring a large budget. For viewers who enjoy practical spaces, careful spending, and reducing waste, edible landscaping offers an ideal balance between decoration and everyday usefulness. Finish the garden with stone details and gentle lighting. The eighth idea is to complete the garden with simple finishing touches that make the entire space feel more polished and connected. Small details such as clean edging, natural stone, gravel, white pebbles, and soft lighting can change the appearance of an ordinary corner without requiring major construction. Use stones to define the edge of a flower bed, protect muddy areas, or create a clear path between the house and the garden. White pebbles can add contrast around roses, ornamental grasses, or darker foliage, while reclaimed bricks and broken stone can give the area a more rustic look. The key is to repeat the same material in several places, using one type of stone around a flower bed, beside a path, and near a seating corner helps the whole garden feel more organized. Lighting should remain gentle and practical. Place solar lights near the entrance, the main garden feature, and the relaxation area instead of lighting every part of the yard. Lights positioned behind grasses, beneath an arch, or beside stonework can create depth and soft shadows after sunset. Weather-safe battery lights placed inside reused glass jars can also provide a warm glow. Keep all electrical connections protected from rain, and avoid open flames near dry plants, wood, or fabric. For viewers who prefer affordable and easy improvements, stone details and subtle lighting offer one of the simplest ways to make recycled garden features look finished, intentional, and welcoming. Conclusion: simple ideas, reused materials, beautiful results. A special outdoor space is not created by spending the most money. It is created by noticing what you already have, understanding how the space is used, and making a few thoughtful changes that bring everything together. A curved flower bed can give the garden a clearer shape. An old bathtub, ladder, drawer, or wooden shelf can become something useful again. A rustic arch can make the entrance feel more welcoming, while a reused bench can turn an empty corner into a place where you actually want to sit. A plain fence can provide extra growing space. Edible plants can make the garden more practical. And simple stone details with gentle lighting can help the entire area feel calm and complete. The most important thing is not to do everything at once. Begin with one corner, one object, or one small problem. Clean it, repair it, arrange it carefully, and allow the garden to develop slowly over time. This approach is ideal for people who enjoy decorating, saving useful materials, working with limited space, and creating a home that feels personal without becoming expensive or wasteful. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these 8 ideas would work best in your own balcony, patio, side yard, or backyard? And what old item do you already have that could be reused in a new way? Share your answer in the comments below. If this video gave you a useful idea, please like it, subscribe to Dream Room, and follow the channel for more practical decorating tips, small space solutions, creative DIY projects, and simple ways to make every corner of your home feel more beautiful.